The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Packers at 5-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
7 yards there and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move.
Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The slot man in motion right. On second down, right back to Hines. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Nyheim Hines, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. The running back, Dontrell Hilliard, has it here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Rodgers going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2 minutes.
Now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll run on first down. Clements. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and this one's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
26. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down now, Clements. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now Rodgers. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hey, you block over here. Move it, Jason, on us.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Now a first down throw, Fields. And again back to Kmet. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Fields now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. On first down, it's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's Hines, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Clements. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Fields. Throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Rodgers now on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. On 1st down, Clements. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back to throw, Fields, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Clements. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. On play action, it's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down now, Clements. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Clements, and he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that alive. They'll run on first down. Clements, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley from 19 yards away. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Now it's Fields. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw again on second down. Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Fields on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, 28 yards. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Clements, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. On the move to his left. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Justin Jones there on the stop. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down, Clements. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Clements. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Clements. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So it's all over. A Green Bay